These clip-ins are heat friendly. And when I say heat friendly, I don't mean they can take a little bit of heat. So as you'll see, this is how they look when they come out of the box. The packaging, initially, they have this awesome wave at the bottom of them. And for my next guest, I'm going to be installing them completely smooth and straight, and she likes to wear her hair more sleek. And so you want to make sure that you have a comb that is able to withstand heat, because that really helps. So you'll probably need an assistant on this portion of it, and then you can straighten them. And this flat iron right now, I have it at 400 degrees. It's an ion smoothing flat iron. And it just gets them perfectly sleek and smooth. And don't be afraid to go slow, because if you rush through it, it's not going to get as straight as you'd like it to go. And don't be afraid to stop and come back up to the top before you get through the ends. The ends of the hair are usually the most fragile component, so that's the portion that doesn't need to be straightened over and over and over and over again. But the canvas of the hair, you can go through that 2 or 3 times just to ensure that you get a maximum smooth. If you compare the curly side to the sleek side, I really put the heat through it to the max. And one side's perfectly smooth and the other side retains its curl. And I've found that it's a lot easier if you intend to wear them straight, if you kind of straighten them before you install them, because the less manipulation you have to do to them once they're in your head, the better they'll stay in. Don't be afraid to go slow. And if these were of a synthetic nature or had a high amount of synthetic blend within the hair, they wouldn't be able to withstand this amount of flat ironing. So this is always something that's important to me when I'm considering what kind of extensions I want to get, especially if I'm going into a website to order them and I haven't had the opportunity to physically touch them or flat iron them or see them in someone else's hair. This is proof that they can be flat ironed at high heat and still look great. It hasn't lost any of its luster, it hasn't lost any of its volume or its body, and it still moves. It still has movement to it. It doesn't look all lifeless and limp and dead, and it doesn't look like it's gonna crack or break. Like a lot of times when you bend extensions, you'll see all these short hairs that are popping up everywhere. And if you'll look on the canvas of this, you don't see any short little broken cuticles. Every hair is long from beginning to end. And what I'm doing is just going in and taking out the bend that's at the top that was created by the rubber band. But also washing them would remove that bend as well. But these are right out of the package and they haven't been washed and they're ready to go.